In this video, we are going to discuss how to use the basic features on a digital multimeter. A multimeter is a tool used to measure electrical values such as continuity, voltage, resistance and current, or amperage. A typical multimeter will have a function selector switch that allows you to select the desired measurement mode and turn the meter on. While multimeters come in many different forms, containing a variety of features, for the sake of this video, we will use a fairly standard version of this tool. We will only be using measurements you would commonly use when testing CellGate devices. In this video, we will be testing on a CellGate WXL. While most CellGate products will follow the same rules as this device, some may require a different measurement for multimeter readings. Please contact your CellGate Technical Support team or your product guide for specific device requirements. Continuity testing. On any CellGate device, the first thing to test for is continuity. A continuity test will check for things like whether a circuit is open or closed, whether there are damaged components or broken conductors, if your resistance may be too high for the flow of the current, or whether an electrical wire may be broken between 2 points. When there is continuity, a closed circuit, the meter will indicate this, often with a beeping sound or an indicator light. This is useful for testing components like relays. Measuring voltage. Voltage is the electrical potential difference that causes current to flow. Before taking voltage measurements, ensure all connections are secure and check for blown fuses. Voltage measurements are often the first step in troubleshooting. Set the multimeter to DC mode and check the power supply voltage. For CellGate devices, your meter should typically be between 12.2 and 12.9 volts for a 12V system. If you have a reading outside that range, it could cause significant issues. Anything below may cause a disruption of service, and anything above could potentially damage your device. Measuring resistance. Resistance is the opposition to the flow of electric current. It is typically only used when testing speakers on CellGate devices to determine the condition of a circuit or component. The higher the resistance, the lower the current flow, and vice versa. In general, the resistance of components used to control circuits, such as switches and relay contacts, starts out very low and increases over time due to factors such as wear and dirt. Loads such as motors and solenoids decrease in resistance over time due to insulation breakdown and moisture. To measure resistance, set the multimeter to the ohms omega mode. An acceptable range for CellGate speakers is a resistance measurement that is typically between 7.0 and 9.0 ohms. Measuring current or amperage. Current is the rate of flow of electric charge. To measure current accurately, you must disconnect the power source and the circuit you're testing. Ensure the multimeter is set to the appropriate current measurement range by selecting the correct current jack. This is crucial to prevent damage. Connect the disconnected wire to the negative lead of the multimeter, set it to the amperage mode, apply power, and observe the reading. For our WXL product, the maximum current draw should be around 2A, but the reading may be limited by the power supply's capacity. In conclusion, this video has provided an overview of using a digital multimeter's basic features for continuity, voltage, resistance, and current or amperage. These are all essential skills for installation and electrical troubleshooting on CellGate devices. Please contact our technical support team if you have any questions or need further assistance. Thanks for watching.